Yup. We're starting from the beginning. All the way back from ULV. I gave myself an angel ring. That's all I did. Yeah. Hello. I gotta check one thing actually. Oh. Was this the one that I couldn't do the thing in it? Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna open it over here. So I've got Midnight Sumo open on my second screen, just to be clear, because it had just started. However, I will raid into probably First Division somewhere around 1 in the morning. That's kind of the goal here. We're gonna be playing for a while. We're gonna have a nice chill hangout where I turn the music back on. And, yeah. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. I'm gonna start with this, though, because I have a little strat. Just a little thing I wanna do first before anything else. Let's hit this. What's the first loud noise? And that's the only one we're gonna hear today. I just like getting that done sooner than later. And we're gonna take this, and we're gonna make a diorite crook first. Now, a couple things about my version of StarTech, because it's gonna be immediately noticeable. We don't have durability. I have a couple of, I would call it honestly just quality of life at this point. Things that I wanted to do, that I put in the mod pack, being no durability on any tools. So no tools have durability. I believe the wooden water bucket will still get destroyed if I pick up lava, however. So that is something to keep in mind. We're going to be playing on peaceful. We're going to lock that. That makes life a little bit harder. And the other thing I'm going to do is game rule do trader spawning false. Yeah. Those are the most important things to do. And with our flight, I'm going to go under here, break these, and make this a square. Our first setup here, or at least the first thing I want to set up, is probably well, definitely sifting. We're gonna need that. I don't see why I shouldn't do this. We have I also added Toho, and there's the water frames mod that I want to add, that I'm actually just gonna do that. Sorry, give me a second. I really like the water frames mod for goofing around, so I want to download. Okay, let's hope that works, because I forget why I don't have it, and I couldn't remember if it was water frames is broken on this version or if it was something else. Because it could have genuinely been a thing of water frames for whatever specific reason doesn't work. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so can I go and change that? We're doing it live. I'm sorry. What does it want? Expected range 20 to 130. Oh, okay. Can I change version? And just go back to 130? And then water vision. I don't know why the image is so large. Change the version because the version is wrong. Okay, that should be good. I don't know if I need to do anything else. I'm glad Crash Assistant exists. Again, another error, huh? Water media needs... Oh. So how do I go the other way then? That's the question, huh? Mods. Because if I just change this version to the last release instead of the beta, that should help. Nope. 2134. Okay. Well, that works. 2134. 2130 is what we have, so let's update that. To 131 to 134 to 134. Let's see. This is the fun stuff, huh? I should do this beforehand, but whatever. We have a delicious vanilla bean Java monster in our hands tonight. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. Hey, look at that. I fixed it. We have a couple goals for the day. One of which is I'm gonna make a TV remote. We're going to immediately aim for that. And I added one other mod. I believe I did, at least. We'll see if I did or not. Which would be, I made a... I put in Super Factory Manager. It's code-based automation. It's really interesting. I want to try it as part of our ULV stage. in taking items out and in and doing stuff. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it's in here. And just know we are the design that we're gonna go for is a major lawn base. Yeah, Super Factory Manager. These are gonna be the things I want to make. These are kind of our go-to immediate items, being these. Now, obviously, this one, it uses any of the chests. I don't know why it defaults to the ender chest, but that gives you quite a scare at the beginning. So these are what we need. The thing is, we need black dye. And that's how you make black dye. Or that. Or extractor. Or crushing coal. But it requires coal, not charcoal. Yeah. So inks is going to be the first thing we go for. Yo, Minecraft, you're already making me regret. Okay. And what we're gonna do immediately is start with planks, so that I don't have to build on that. Make a double chest. And I wanna try something, because I've heavily relied on Tom Simple Storage. Last stream I showed off a little bit of it, but I wanna try something, and that is I wanna try not using certain mods and use others. I wanna try kind of beelining into Applied Energistics without using Tom Simple Storage. That's going to be kind of a personal challenge of mine. And I want to utilize passives a lot more. I want to utilize a lot of things. I've tweaked a little bit of stuff for my purposes, because I can't hold... Like, this is as much as I want to do in a day. Is do the pebble grind. This is literally all I want to do, of sitting here holding buttons down. Sieving is infinitely faster. One click, one sieve. That's literally how fast it is now. Because I can't sit there and sieve. It literally drives me insane. I've been playing Xnilo since Xnilo came out, and I forgot the original Skyblock name because I've been playing Xnilo so long. But yeah, I've been using that Xnilo start to every fucking Skyblock for so long. It is tiring me out. Or it had tired me out until I started doing this mod pack, actually. This made it worth doing Xnilo for a little bit, because Xnilo is actually really well integrated into GregTech, and I hate seeing Xnilo used just to start resource generation and then immediately drop it into nothingness. Like, yep, you did the Xnilo tier, yay, now no longer do you have to use it. And in this case, like, you can use Xnilo for quite a lot, which is really nice. It makes it so much more worth interacting with, and with my crook not breaking every 5 seconds, it's even better. I'm debating if we want... What do we want to do here? Do we want to do a television? This is not expensive. This is going to be the hard part. Actually, not even. Because that's just dust. Yeah. Can we do a... yeah! A granite hammer. And then we're going to start with... just kind of cutting through these, because I also want to get the coins. Okay, we just need one. So, that was done. Task complete. Cool. So that's done. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna spend our first night getting trees. Because the more of this I have, the better. At the beginning, at least. I do want to make it a point to make one of every tool as well. Since all my tools are technically infinite, it kind of cheapens a little bit of the resource grind of GregTech. So in turn, for having infinite durability on those, I want to make every GregTech tool specifically. I won't make any vanilla tools, so no vanilla axe, no vanilla pickaxe, etc., etc. I will only utilize GregTech tools, with the exception of things that are absolutely necessary. Like if there was something that I literally couldn't get without utilizing it, then I would. But like, I have the hammer. I'm not gonna make one of every X-Nihilo hammer. That's just not happening. But having I need to be careful with this. Having one of every GregTech tool, while expensive initially, becomes a lot cheaper when you realize you don't have to do it ever again. Like, I'm utilizing them for crafting and other stuff, but when they, like, usually you replace them when they break, and that's the only time you do that. That's why you make the better tier ones. Now I'm thinking, like, at least one of the super materials, like steel, you know, like do a steel one, etc., etc. You know the deal. You know what I mean. And if you don't, well, I'm gonna just lead by example instead, because I'm done trying to explain. I'm not caffeinated enough to explain myself right now. I have a little bit of a base design in mind. It's just gonna require a lot of these. So what this does specifically, the cables, the factory cable or the inventory cable is what connects to the factory manager. The factory manager doesn't work like modular routers do. The way the factory manager works is the inventory it touches, it can interact with. This also means I don't need pipes. I can actually have infinite water quite easily. I also think I did... Is there the water collector mod? No, there is no collector mod. There's the aqueous accumulator. The aqueous accumulator actually generates a crap ton of water. Like an absurd amount of water. And quite fast at that. I would only need one. And what I could do is, any place I need water, instead of making 5 aqueous accumulators, I make a couple hundred of this, have it connect, and then make a program. And just have the program say, hey, take all the water out of this, input it into water basin, and it'll do it. This I have tested before, does work with GregTech. It also works with it works with the not automatable ones too, meaning like the mud kiln, it can actually automate that. Oh, perfect. We're gonna make 16 of these because we're definitely gonna need that many. Oh, perfect. I'd rather have 16 than have less than 16. But yeah, I have some ideas on what we can do with our base and how we can make this a very profitable build. And in my spare time, I'm also going to work on a silly little add-on at some point. I don't know. I just want coffee. Unfortunately, oh, there's thermal coffee. Can we utilize that? Can we actually make coffee? That's actually the most important thing right now. Fuck everything else. Coffee cherries. Can we cook coffee? No. Okay, I'll find a coffee mod I like. Because I sure shit am not going to try and code all of it. I'll find a coffee mod I like and I will add coffee. And then I'm going to make it a fuel. I kind of like the idea of using coffee as a fuel source. Or a fun challenge thing would be having, instead of having hunger, having a thirst meter that can only be quenched with coffee. And if I don't drink coffee, I die. Because that's my current life right now. Canon event, I died because I didn't drink enough coffee. And so I want to make that a Minecraft reality. Does that seem quiet? Oh, that's probably why. That was like super quiet. It should have been a lot louder. Huh. Do I have... Ah, that's why. Oh, I think I remember why I did that. Let's keep it at 75 because that was way too quiet. I want to know that I'm destroying a lot of things. There you go. I think there was a block that was generating that sound, and that's what got me to mute it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, it jumped off the fucking edge. Lesson learned, don't place them so close to the edge. Lesson learned. Oh, I need to make a U. We're also going to start with our 7 right away. Our 7 required clay. Now, I could make multiple crucibles, and I might go for that. But I also don't really want to... Give me a heart attack, man. Dude, for almost an entire stack of saplings, you give me 2. For an entire stack of saplings, you give me 2. Crazy. Yeah, the first thing we're doing is definitely automating this. Because automating wood... gonna be very nice. Or maybe not. I mean, I like the idea of doing charcoal, but you can I can just do a couple stacks of wood instead and work on coal. Yeah, charcoal, coal coke, that's MV. In the pyrolysine. I can do the pyrolysine oven and get even more stuff out of it. But we'll see how I'm feeling about it later. When we get there. I'm debating, do we use diorite or granite? I think we go for diorite. And I'm thinking we make this a platform. This is going to be our first platform. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is our first platform, but we're not going to destroy this, is what I mean. We're going to make this like a permanent fixture of our base, and it's just going to be where I keep the wood. Because I can build a little contraption here that'll chop up some wood here, and it can fit well. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we don't have an axe. I was gonna strip these, but I wanted to count at least. Grow, please. Cool. I just wanted to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to do 9 in each direction. Okay, so 4 every direction. Cool. And then we can start doing... Cool. Doing that. I'll wait. I'll wait on building the full circle because I definitely don't really have enough resources to be screwing around just yet. Oh wow. I'm gonna need more anyway. But cool. And then we'll start with you. Here. I also increased the range of these things. So if we wanted to, I could make a 64 block sieve thing. But I'm not going to. That is just not happening. Is that right? Let's just make a ring. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 7, 3, 1, 3. No. It's like that. Yeah, not having a axe really sucks, huh? Oh, cool. Okay, you know what? Let's get our first bit of iron, please. Let's start with our first iron tools. Before I start losing my mind on time. Let's see what's first here. Ooh, damn. It's a shaky camera. Someone must have bumped the stuff. Oh, is that a Monoi? I didn't see the bout itself. Looking at the bout now. I usually have it really quiet because my speakers are loud, but oh, that's why. It looks like the dude stepped out of the ring at the end. Oop. Yeah, that's why we keep it low. Fuck you, Minecraft. I'm gonna stand on the edge here and just hope nothing falls off. Well, that was a little bit. That wasn't the worst. Cool. We got all of our ores. Now we grab our cobblestone. We set up our furnaces. You know, our 8 furnaces. We grab our wood. And then we do just fuck it. Just smelt all of it, please. And then we're gonna let's see. Can I do I need wooden barrels. It was stripped wood. God damn it. Okay. Well, I can't do it until we get our first tools. Don't you love self-imposed rules? Love it. You know what? While we're at it, because it's gonna take a minute, I actually want to take these out because I will just immediately lose them. I'm gonna make a personal chest right here. Minecraft, can you not be so fucking loud sometimes? Thank you. He never listens. Okay, that was actually enough. In order to make an axe, we need two things. A file and a hammer. And then it's, I believe, just one. Iron axe, it's two. Okay. Now, what's really cool about having no durability is that these tools have abilities that we can actually utilize now. I don't need vein miner anymore. Not that it was super necessary before, but yeah, we don't need vein miner anymore, or at least for a good bit. Yeah, 50. That song in particular just drones on and pisses me off, and it doesn't sound like it got any quieter. God, I hate Minecraft sometimes. That's fine. Okay, cool. Actually, let's do something funny. When I said we don't need vein miner, I mean we don't need vein miner for trees, for wood in particular. Of course we still need vein miner for leaves. But like not really, because I don't have to chop down all the leaves. I just kind of wanna. We're gonna get like 4 stacks of leaves as well. That's just also gonna be required. 1, 2. 3, 4. Easy peasy. That's for dirt, grass, but something that is required. Don't worry about it. It's gonna reveal itself soon. Actually, I should do 8. Should definitely do 8 stacks or more. Probably more. Well, there's 9. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of wood, and it's, you know, never enough. Okay, cool. And then we just go down here and we just hit this bad boy. Look at that. Ain't that satisfying? And I don't have to worry about durability. Now let's hope it doesn't decide to do those. Those 2 trees that didn't grow. Crazy. Cool. We're going straight for create as well. So we're going to kind of go up this way. With the idea that if I start some of this, I can get at least the hammer. I don't really care about doing like these. It's a lot of setup for an annoying amount of payoff. Like I just don't find create worth doing when you have GregTech machines. The only ones I find really important is the press. None of the vintage items, funny enough. Like, they can do really cool things, but not really worth setting up. Crushing wheels are good. Like, it's a pretty good start. But we have, infinite mortar. So I don't have to worry about the durability on that. Alloy mixing, again, same thing. Mortar, pestle, kind of being infinite removes the necessity of this way of doing it, because I can just make dust. Without any cost to it, too. Like, I can immediately do that. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of go up that way until we can. We need to start going around. We need water, get the barrel, and then sieving and the... Yeah. How many... Okay, cool. That's a good amount of logs. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 7. 7. Seven, 2. Okay, so it's just 2s. Yeah. It's not the prettiest look, but it gets the job done. Because ideally I will expand that dirt circle to be just slightly larger. And then just have a wheel of trees going in that. Maybe I'll make multiple. That is always a possibility. Okay, sorry guys, you gotta go. And then that's 2. Where's my hammer? I can use this as a hammer too. As a pick. Which is also, again, like, you know, pretty awesome. That I don't have to worry about the durability for those. I can just use it as a pick. You want 1, 2. You know, I've been kind of itching a little bit for Dwarf Fortress as well. I've been thinking about the Long Night mod. Oh, just absolutely wonderful mod. Oh, love Long Night. Want to do it again. Definitely want to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because Long Night is genuinely so fun. Like, it is one of the most fun mods alone. Like, just the fact that it's a standalone mod is absolutely absurd to me. Like, for how much detail is in that bad boy. Oh, love it. Lovely stuff. I would set up a local version. I have it on my laptop, but I have a local version that's not Steam, like one of the original versions, or like the free Pirate Bay one. Not Pirate Bay. What the fuck? I forget what it's called actually. The website you find something Bay forum. The forums for Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress Wiki. Whatever you want to call it. It has the downloadable version for free. I just use that version because I'm just familiar with it enough, and I just have fun with it. I just set up the mod, and I changed the tile sets in that one. Made it so that it works really well. How do I make the crucible? Really sticks? Okay. But yeah, I made a really fun version of that, of just a tile set in it too, so that it's just slightly easier to see. For, you know, viewer wise, but I play it ASCII, and I might just continue to do that and say fuck it with the tile set. I might not find a tile set I'm actually happy with. Potentially, I might find one that's good enough. I'm considering using Space Fox for the name alone, but I'll have to look at the other tile sets, see if it looks good or not. With this, I mean, I can just continue with oak. I don't think I need to use other colors in this one. Or maybe I can sprinkle in a little bit of dark oak and some of the other dirts. I made the crucible, or not the crucible, the barrels, so that I can make some dirt right away. That's kind of the first thing you want to do here. Composting. And this is one of those easy enough setups, right? I put a chest on top of this, I put one of these down, I have a manager, and I need a label gun. Once I have all three of these, I have infinite power. I can put one block here, connect these together, label these two as WBs. You know, they work together. And then it just says, okay, WB, insert X item in, export item. And it'll just do so. And it is so powerful. I love it so much. And I can do the same thing for the furnaces. I can actually hopper all the furnaces together. So if I do like a row here, put inventory cables in the middle there, I can both insert coal and export coal sided from the top. So I can force coal into a certain slot, even though it's touching the top. It's great. You just gotta like play around with it a little bit. It's really, really nice though. Makes it a lot easier to deal with things. Let's see. And you can even code in like Boolean, like logic stuff, so that you can automate certain tasks only if a certain amount of things are in there, which makes it really good for something like the ore factory, where if I'm using charcoal blocks, I'm gonna want to make sure that it only takes out as much as it can to do that recipe, and I don't even need the whatchamacallit to fix it either. The only problem I'm gonna have a hard time with in Super Factory Manager is auto crafting, because I don't know if there's a good way. I don't think the Factory Manager can craft items. I'm pretty sure it can't. So we'll have to find a way to compress our pebbles when we start making them en masse in our barrels. But like, honestly, this is a good enough recipe. Like, doing this, it's passiving, it's 0.75, it's not the fastest, but it's pretty fast, you know, it's fast enough. And even better, what is it? Where's the other one? The igneous extruder. This one's not expensive at all. And once I have it, I mean, I just put stuff next to it, and there we go. We just got passive stuff. We don't even need to insert lava or water. And we just put stuff under it, and it starts generating a new block. But it's not every block, and that's the problem. I want to have at least andesite and the other ones, but it only makes basic stones. And I need basalt. How do I make kivy? Deep slate and basalt. So I can use the igneous extruder for specifically making kivy. I can't make a sequential fabricator. Is this really my only option for auto crafting? Is the mechanical crafters? That's kind of a bummer. I don't love that. Oh yeah, that's right. We have oh fuck me, that's EV. That's a whiles away, but that's really nice that it exists. The Matrix Crafter. This bad boy. Oh man, I love this machine. Used it in I abused that machine in Mierno. Haven't played more of Mierno, sadly. As much as I want to, just haven't really gotten myself to do it. But yeah, Mierno. I use it very heavily. It's a very strong way of organizing a lot of things at once. Now we're gonna just change the output here. Cool. So now you've got 32, and then I just put another, and these go by fast. Like that cleans up fast. And it also can clean up my silkworms. I can just dump my silkworms in here, and that's another stack done, a whole stack. And then we'll have 2 stacks of dirt, and then we'll just continue. Because we want to sieve it is the thing, right? Because I ate up all my grass. I do this every single time. Every single time I accidentally do the grass. And this time it was just because I was being greedy and wanted all the dirt or all the leaves. Nice. Okay. Do another stack, and then just look at this. Like, look how fast that is. I really think that alone makes it much more tolerable. Like, I will spend the exact same amount of time doing it, if not more time, just knowing that I can do stacks at a time in seconds. Like, that makes it so much more tolerable to sit here and sieve things for a long period of time. Moss balls. Oh, that's right. You're for making moss blocks. I don't know what moss blocks are useful for, though, is the thing. I don't know if there's, like, a vanilla mechanic that makes moss balls really worth making a lot of. I should put my crop stuff up in that top chest. I'll put the leaves and stuff up there so that I can separate my items a little bit better. We have another. We have a lot of saplings. We have a lot of wood too, so where's my I'm gonna do the grass thing in a second, don't worry. I didn't forget. I just want to do this first. I want to have more than enough, is all. That's a lie. That literally can't happen. There's never enough. Never enough. I just want to make sure I have all the different crops, though. That is a truth. I want all the different crops right away. No, can you not? The music started peaking a little bit. It started getting a little loud. Off of my speakers, at least. Yeah, let's get you, because you're done. Yeah, definitely done. And then we're going to spend just a little bit of iron making a framing saw. Because framed blocks is awesome. And you can't tell me otherwise. Best mod for building. Because it uses a very renewable resource. And I can take, let's say one stack of wood. Balance it out, and now I have a stack of framed cubes, and then I just put that chest there because I know this is gonna get absurd very soon. And with just one alone, I can make a door. I can make 2 doors out of that. I can make a fence. I can make fences and make any material go with it. The first thing we're gonna do is make stairs, though. If that's possible. Hello? Where's my stairs? Oh, we need more. Dang, okay. Stairs. Bam. And for 3, we have the 4 stairs we need. And we're gonna connect them up like this. And then we're going to start with the... Yeah, that can happen. I always forget that's a thing. That's hilarious to me. Every single time. We're going to put this under. And I'm going to just start with these. The idea being that the slabs are the best way to pad out this entire area at first. And then we're gonna use... Can we use sticks? No. That would have been funny if I could just dye it with sticks. I'm gonna use granite. And then we can fill that. And then once the crucible is done again, we can set up another. We can set up more. We can have infinite water, and then we'll continue from there. And I didn't make another stack to save, so we'll just take another 32 instead. Yeah, I think this is good. Oh yeah, that's right. We needed the leaves for stuff. I'm gonna keep the grass seeds there for now, and then I'm gonna take you. Actually, how much granite do we have? We only have 2 stacks. I want to have a good couple more. We'll do the mega tree again. Genuinely worth doing this. Like breaking all the leaves as I go, as I make this, because I get so many more silkworms and saplings out of it. Oh yeah, I wanted to do hunger and survival too, but I feel like that's just extra. But it is a fun little thing to deal with. I do like having some kind of forced hunger mechanic without being on like difficulty level. Makes for a fun. I like Vintage Story. I think Vintage Story is very calm when you're not dealing with the monsters as much. I just kind of want like surface spawn to be like quartered. That would be my only ask for Vintage Story change, is like, if I'm gonna do it, I want surface drifters to be way less common, because it just kind of distracts for me. Also, they're just really fucking annoying. You know, you can't deny it. The drifters are just annoying. I think someone made a waifu mod for them. I was looking at the mod DB and let's just see waifu drifters. I was like, oh, okay, that's a thing. You bitch. Just casually goonify my world. Not gonna actually use it, but I thought that was really funny, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you wanna use fucking waifu busty drifters, then that's on you. I'm not judging nobody for it. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. It's definitely for somebody. There's like a lot of leaves up here. That tree grew way too big. With all these apples, I'm probably just gonna mince them. Because, like, there's not much you can do with apples. I can make apple pies. That'd be actually not a bad idea. Or we can do, like, apple cider. But, like, this apple cider. I actually do want to make these potions. These ones are really cool. I do wanna make these. Because there's actually multiple of these. There's a bunch of different fermenting cask items that we can make, or drinks that we can make. One of which is sake. I was like super excited about that when I found out about it the other day. Because I haven't played Theta 1 until a while ago. And I didn't really look at it that much. I didn't look at all the different things, but like, we have Farmer's Delight, and I would love to utilize at least setting up, you know, mushroom stuff. I want to do like mushroom rice, because I mean, mushroom rice is just nice. It's just nice, but also like shepherd's pie. Not hard. The problem is getting the cooked, right? There's no... I don't think there's meat, actually. I don't think I can spawn sheep. So we'll just stick with stuffed pumpkins, because we can grow all of those. Stuffed pumpkins. We can definitely do fishing. We can go fishing. We could probably do like squid ink pasta. You could do some ratatouille. Beets, carrots. Oh man. Now I want to make a ratatouille. I saw a really nice dish picture of a ratatouille dish. They made like a nice wide one. It was like 4 rings of just vegetables, and I was like, man, that looks so fucking good. I actually wanna have that. I'm gonna make myself hungry doing this. What am I doing? I'm gonna make myself IRL hungry. I don't need that. I already ate dinner. Well, my dinner's not done. I'm only halfway through my monster. Check something. Oh. There we go. I love that. Let's see. Do we want to be excessive? Not yet. I want to automate the wood before I do that. I was going to fill in the rest of these. I want to make it east-west facing, all the woods, the strip. I want to make it stripped oak, but I want it west and east. So it would be from here to that side. I want it going that way. But yeah, here's what we're going to do next. We're going to make another set of 4. We're going to take a stack. And we're just going to make these. Now, another fun thing we can do. If I take 2 of these, I can make another hammer. If I can click blocks. This is how we make frame drawers. I was blown away that this is how you make it now. I was like, how do you do it? Oh, it's that simple, huh? They added this recipe, and I cannot be happier that they did that. Because, oh man, using iron nuggets for this sucks. Because it's not only that like, the vanilla recipe isn't, oh, use iron nuggets around a chest. No, you have to make the chest, the drawer, and then surround it with nuggets. I was like, that's a little much. I like this. I like this. Obviously, they're 2 separate mods, so it can't be vanilla. Or at least mod vanilla. It's so weird to say it like that. But it is a thing we can do now. And if I play another pack, I will add that recipe and framed blocks if it's not in the mod pack. I will add both. I will make that my requirements. Same thing how I require to have my maids, but I'm scared of dropping my maid and losing her, because if you saw the last stream, you already know it wasn't even a full fucking hour before my maid killed herself somehow. My poor companion cube. That's the funny thing. I don't even use like the girl models. I use a companion cube. I love my companion cube, and you can't tell me I shouldn't. You cannot convince me to stop. Nor should you. I don't know why you would be mad about that. Companion cubes are our best friends. It's literally in their name. So why would you be mad? Huh? You're just a hater. That's what you are. Let's see. We got a lot. We need jungle wood for a build. Specifically for making the whatchamacallit. Our rubber factory. In order to start making rubber, we do need jungle wood. So I want to start that now. Right, because we can use it for the kiln. We use the strip one for the kiln, which I'm gonna want to do. It's just mud blocks, but we can do mud via water in the barrel, and that's gonna happen as soon as we get the aqueous. Cause I'm not trying to do all that beforehand. That's just a lot of work. Oh yeah, let's pick up this barrel real quick. Cool. And then we need also... Oh, yeah, that's right. Damn. Okay, I guess we'll do one round of it. And that works. We're going to make a third barrel, though. There we go. And then we're going to make a metal one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to make 2. Because I'm going to definitely want to hold one for lava at some point. It's just we're not going to have lava instantly. You're literally going to go right there. Right on top. Eight is not enough, and this is not gonna be fast enough for me. I'm debating... Oh, we need gold plates for this? Fuck. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, no. Oh, no. We need gold. We get gold all the way over here after we do the fucking clay thing. I wanted to avoid create before getting into that, but I guess we'll do create first. It's gonna start with a campfire, trust me. Because I also am gonna need wrought iron. I want to go through the progression of stuff. So like we're gonna have iron tools and then wrought iron tools, or maybe a mix of both. No, we're gonna do all regular iron tools. It's just wrought iron is an important resource, so we're gonna want to do that. Actually, what we should do is be making... No, we should do the clay. Let's do the clay first. We'll do the first 8 clay. We'll do the first 8 clay. Just for the porcelain stuff so we can get some lava. Because I grabbed the wrong hammer, but it still worked, huh? Once we have our first 8 clay, we can make our porcelain boy, which I am supposed to be getting bone meal for. Oh, nice. That was a good amount. We have 6 out of our... Oh, nice. And there's 7. Cool. I'm trying to get our dye and stuff. That's what I'm really aiming for right now. Because if we can get dye, like our red dye and stuff, then I'm gonna be set on, you know, making these, which I think, yeah, I need red dye, which we can get out of beetroot. We get green dye from cactus, you know, cactus green. We get this from lapis, however, we get lapis from sand, normally. So that's good. We have our red, green, blue. The hardest part is black because we need it from ink sacs. We can't get black any other way. Because it's coal that gives us black dye, not charcoal. Which is a little rough, but that's okay. And then once we have some ink, we're actually going to need a squid farm, realistically. At this rate, I'm going to need one. And we're going to need a new platform, actually. We're going to need a platform. New one. Yeah, let's do our little grass thing here. That way we can be done with it. Yeah, and we're gonna need a lot of clay. So I want to make sure I have our stuff really set up for it. I'm gonna just put all that in there. Put you away, and then do another pebble. Yeah, you can't do it on that. Only grass. I've been doing StarTech for so long, and I've not progressed past MV. HV. I started making HV circuits, and then I started working 48 hours a week. Was it 48? No, I was working 7 days a week, and I just couldn't keep up anymore. And that stopped me from playing GregTech for a good long time. Now I have a little bit more time. I have a little bit more time now. And by a little bit, I mean I have afternoons to myself now. So I'm working on things I want to work on, which is great. Such as making Mashu Hirata book, which is our quote-unquote sponsor. Yay. Myself. I sponsor myself. Though I've not gotten a cent from myself, so I'm like a really terrible sponsor with a really shitty deal. I have to set up the Patreon still. That's how bad it is. I'm really bad at doing my job. But we're playing Minecraft instead of doing that. And that's okay. That's okay. Ooh, that was a good toss down. They tumbled. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's really close. They might have to redo that. Ooh, but he landed on his arm. Ooh. I hope he's okay. Monoe's finished. Ooh. Are they good? Oh, they're making them do it again, yeah. That's what it... That's... Yeah. I hope the dude's arm is okay to fight again, though. That was a really bad tumble. Like, they landed on each other, but one dude's arm was under the other guy, so... Didn't look pleasant. His face definitely told that. Okay, let's see. How much building material do we have now altogether? Okay, we're gonna do diorite after I make another tool. Another tool, huh? Can you believe it? We're not gonna use andesite because that's used for create. And I'm gonna hold on to the granite. I'm thinking we go west first. How about west? And I want to do cut diorite because that just looks the nicest. Right? And it would be really cool if I can measure this out. Hey, you guys. Can we make poles, please? Frame lattices? We'll do, yeah, 24 blocks. 30, 42 blocks. So we'll split it 21, 21, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure this just connects. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way across. Cool. Cool, that does work. Great. I have to shift click because it's not, doesn't like when it's certain mods just don't play nice with the super building mod. Okay, so we're gonna do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna do a 9 edge circle, which is gonna look similar but not exactly. It's gonna be 9, so that's 1, 2. There's 4, so it's gonna be 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right? No, I always do this one wrong. 9s are really hard. Where's my circle generator? Circle pixel generator, please. Alright, so we're gonna make this a lot smaller. Trying to make a massive one and I just couldn't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, that's 7, so 33, that's the weirdest looking one. 37 looks good. Okay, so we're gonna do 37 blocks. We're gonna grab our trusty hammer. I don't want to make a pickaxe just yet. Cool, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I dumb? Really? 2, 3. That's 7. Yeah, I was dumb after I said I was dumb. And then this is gonna be 3, 2, 1. 2, 1, like that, and then it's gonna be 37 blocks in between each other. So we're gonna do 37. Uh, 18 blocks from the center, so 1, 8, 16, 17, 18. And it's gonna be massive. This circle is gonna be huge, but it'll be worth making nonetheless. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Am I a genius or what? Are you good? Let's go. Beautiful. I had to confirm it by doing at least one way. Cool. So let's do same over here because I'm bad at math. Three, two, one, two, one. Two, one, two. Right, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello. And then 9. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 2. Oh, look at that. Z? Yeah. Look at that. You can see the planets. Oh, wow. I've actually not looked down like this before. This is actually really pretty. I should make a glass platform. I should make an observatory. I like this skybox a lot. You see the galaxies all the way over there? Like, damn. You need to zoom in really far for it to really start not looking good, but it still looks good. Like, man. From just normal view, that looks perfect. When you zoom in on it, when you look at it too long, it starts to look like a pixel, but still, just gorgeous. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Got distracted by the stars. Understandable. Also, subners. Yeah, it's very understandable. And hello. Nice to see you, Ali. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. I restarted again for the 100th time. But it's okay, because we got a monster. I've got a monster with me. And we're gonna just hang out tonight. Very low energy drinking a monster. Coffee monster. Huh? Motherfucker. Automod thinks that you're cursing. And I've allowed cursing in my chat, so I don't know why it's trying to automod you. I have a vanilla coffee monster with me. And yeah, I have a second on my second monitor. I have a circle pixel generator now, and then I've got Sumo as well next to my chat. So I'm watching Sumo as we're playing this, and I'm keeping it on my monitor until I can make a screen in game. Which is actually really soon. If I make if I just make some more dust, we can actually do this, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh wait, can we not make tinted glass normally? It has to be an alloy smelter. Okay, so we need to at least get into Steam Age before we can make a TV. But once we get a TV, we ain't making no machines. Actually, you know what? I'll make an entire stadium. But that's gonna be our. Actually, let me. Let me make another chest of building materials. Yeah, naze and spelt out in English does not is close enough off by one word, you know, or one letter, you know. That's why Automod decides to be aggressive about it, but is whatever. Let's start. Cool. Okay. $32. Let me get another 32 of that. Do a stack so we can do 1 stack of U and half a stack of U. Bam. We've got enough of those, and then we make another absurd, because I plan on making energy the same way I started in the other world, which is to say I'm going to make a lot of water wheels until I learn how to make a properly fueled. Actually, the burner system is going to work now, because if we use inventory cables, we can totally do it. And we can even put it on a timer, so it, like, once I know how long the burners burn for with the charcoal, I can, actually, does it even tell me? It just says that, but can we... Well, that's a good way to grind, but I don't really... Pause. No pause. That's a great way to grind. Oh, that's how you make wood tar. Can I do... That's not worth it. It's better just to do wood tar out of the pyrolysine oven. And I don't need it anytime soon, so... Planning for the future, but we're about to speed run through this beginning part here. And I'm gonna be taking my time only because I want to build a fucking circle. See, instead of digging massive holes in the ground like a proper dwarf, I'm making pillars in the sky. So am I an anti-dwarf then? That actually, these are the questions. All these squares make a circle, that's for fucking sure. I mean, I've done it pretty well. I've gotten a really good routine off of it. I just have to remember how to make them bigger properly. Oh yeah, there's no other way to say it. To hear it. Even if you say it monotone, you just hear it in Mr. Popo's voice. All these squares make a circle. Fucking love that guy. Whoever did that voice for Abridged is a G for that. Just fucking Mr. Popo tripping balls. The best thing ever. Let's not do singles. Let's do a 4x8 and another 4x8 so that we can do our thing. Kami, I need you to tell me that I can leave the lookout whenever I want. Mr. Popo is forever stuck in the lookout. I also haven't watched Dragon Ball Abridged in so long. It's been long enough that I think it's worth watching again. Hellsing Abridged, you can watch that as many times as you want. That's timeless. But I can only stand watching Dragon Ball so many times before I start screaming internally and wanting to play Xenoverse, and I really don't want to do that because then I'll just get frustrated. Because watching Dragon Ball Abridged absolutely makes me want to play Dragon Ball games. Like, if I know I'm gonna go somewhere and play a Dragon Ball game, I will pre-game with that. What did I want to do first? I know what I gotta do first. I need to make... this is gonna look really weird for a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna kill a bunch of squid. We need ink, so we're just gonna do that and forget about it until I look over and go, what the fuck is that? And then see it again. Do we need... I mean, I'm gonna need it eventually, so might as well start now. See, instead of 3 hours, it's just so much faster. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It makes me so happy to not sit here for 5 minutes to grind out this. First thing we're gonna need. Maybe a sign. Igneous extruder goes at the end because we can't do that. The frames I really want to start doing, but I need ink so desperately. I'm now like gonna just be staring at this waterfall until shit spawns. I'm in desperate need for squid. Wait, what biome are we in? It's a forest biome. Okay, I think they'll still spawn. If I make a platform, that would be better, I think. If I like did a platform with like the signs like you would normally, or maybe no, buttons get waterlogged now. I think signs are the best one to do if they still block. If not, then I'll just do I'll do trapdoors because I can turn the trapdoors into something else anyway. I needed ore so that I can start making something, and I completely forgot what. Oh yeah, I wanted to start doing create actually. I didn't even need to do that just yet. We're gonna start with this lava bucket though. We're gonna take these 4 delicious pieces of cobblestone, put that in there, and with the start of create, do that. 16. Is 16 gonna be enough? No, but it'll be a start. Let's not catch it all on fire. Where did my andesite go? Oh, it's literally in my inventory still. I'm glad that didn't destroy all my grass. Oh, there was something silly I could do, actually. There's something really funny I can do. Where? Oh, I still need I need grass for it. This is something I wanted to do a minute ago, because I forgot I can do it, and it's also a really funny way of using vanilla mechanics. So I just wanted to share it, because it's really funny. Or at least silly, you know? And we love silly here. Love a little silly mechanical bullshittery. To start the explanation, grass blocks don't catch fire if you waterlog them, which means they will never break. But they keep the water in them, so you don't lose the water inside of it. It just, you know, they just don't break. Or as in, like, if you use leaves for a lava generator or for a cobblestone generator, the leaves will hold the water in place. When you put water inside a leaf block, the water doesn't go anywhere. It just stays inside the block. Like so. See, it's not flowing anywhere. You break it, it starts flowing around, right? Now, why is that good? Why is that a good thing, you may ask? Reason is we can make a really silly looking cobblestone generator. And lava doesn't spread all that far, but here's, I don't want to do it on this platform because it'll just set the entire thing on fire and then I'll cry. So we're gonna just do a quick, this is the most compact thing you can do now, is boom. No more obsidian. Yay! I didn't bring my pickaxe. That's hilarious. Also, just because you're coming in a little bit after the explanation, which I did very, very early, within like 1 minute of the stream, we have a couple mods here that are quality of life, but we have some restrictions that go along with it. All items have infinite durability now. My restriction now is that every time I make something or have access to new tools, I cannot use vanilla tools except tools that exist solely as vanilla for, shearing and all that. Like you can't get oak leaves without shearing, so shears are allowed. However, in GregTech, these are GregTech tools. I can only make these. They require plates. If I look up an axe and look at all these, once I have access to aluminum, I'm going to be locking myself until I finish and am capable of creating an aluminum hammer, and then I can start using it. And then I'll put up all my old materials away. So if you see I'm not changing my stuff for a while, that's why. Because it's really, really nifty to not have to create 700 different fucking iron hammers, because that's 128 uses. That's it. 128 crafting uses. And its durability is 255. It also doubles as a pickaxe, so I don't have to make a pickaxe for a good while. But it does crush my cobblestone, which I'm okay with. Now, here's where the funny thing comes in. If I had enough andesite, diorite, if I had enough material to do what I wanted to do. I'm going to take 1 stack and leave it at that. I'm going to put the charcoal down here for now. Oh, okay, there we go. Granite. No, I don't want to use granite. I want to use the diorite. I'm going to be picky about this. Once we have enough diorite, this will start looking real pretty. It's a temporary setup, but it's going to be really, really fun. Actually, I could probably make something even sillier. Make it a little bit funnier. This'll be good for now. I'm holding Shift K to combine those as well. That's a mod thing. That's not vanilla, but it is super helpful. It only works if you have a crafting inventory open, though, of some kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be a crafting table or this one. What? Oh. Yeah, forget. Let's go back over here. Now, what is this absolutely devious plan I have? We're going to make a cobblestone generator right here in the center. Out of leaves! And I just need to remember how large so many quality of life. I mean, there's not that many. It is just the bare minimum of what's necessary to not go insane right now. Because trust, the quality of bullshit that GregTech gives you is enough to drive a man insane. It's necessary, is what I mean. Quality of life versus necessities. It's a very fine line when it comes to GregTech, in my opinion. Goes insane every time I play Minecraft. Yep. No. Okay, cool. I just don't want to have to go all the way back. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to put a leaf right. How many blocks is that? This is 1, 2. No, it wouldn't work. That won't work. It's gonna be 16, but it'll work. So if I have just to demonstrate, this is not gonna work. I put the leaf here. Boom. Cobblestone. What that means for us is if I just put a couple leaves down, you know, put that there, bam. Oh, look at that. That's 2 at once. I'm gonna have the points because I want it to look somewhat nice. Now, if I have it flowing, it will just start destroying everything, so I'd rather not do that. And then boom, boom. And because we are permanently locked in peaceful, so I don't have hunger, so vein mining doesn't cost anything. Also, this is 12 blocks. Did I fuck this up? What? Wait a minute. This is supposed to be 16. Huh. I'm mad about that. It should be 16 at a time. Maybe not. Okay. Well, I guess we're getting 12 at a time. We're getting 12 gravel every time I break a block. I can just stand here and do that. And because we are on a platform with a hole in it, we're going to just stand right here. And there we go. Here we go. 12 at a time. Now, what makes this actually really silly is that I don't need to limit myself. We can go under. We have a 64 block limit on our vein miner. So if I were to put, you know, a block of grass under this platform. So that's the mid. I just want to note where the middle is. If I put one here, and again, it's not gonna flow. I put the lava there. I break this centerpiece, and we have a lot. So we're gonna just fill this with water. Right, 1, 2, 3. It goes under here, so we can definitely go all the way there. Cool. Now all I gotta do, vein mine that, and then just start breaking these. And then once we have create set up for some automation, I only need a little bit, but once I have some automation, we're gonna have this become an automated system of grinding 12 at a time. 12 blocks of cobblestone at a time, casually. And that's beautiful to me. It won't work this top-down way without destroying. Actually, I probably could set up something like a pillar to automate cobblestone, but the problem is drills have a hard cap on how fast they can break blocks, and I need a lot of cobblestone over time. I want to just do an aqueous accumulator, but I think it'd be really funny to just have a pillar of cobblestone and just watch it get chopped down over and over again as if it were a tree. I think that'd be really fun. Or like a monolith of cobblestone, to be more specific, to be more accurate. We'll have a monolith of just cobblestone. And yeah, this is gonna drive me insane. So I'm glad I don't have to do this ever again. This is just a one-off silly idea, okay? This is not our permanent setup. And then I'll break all of this, and they'll be like, why did I use so many buckets of water? As it spills all over the place. And then maybe I'll use that, actually. I'll like take that down because it's not generating any squid. If we're locked out of our automation system until MV, just so I can fucking get coal, I'm gonna be pissed off. I might like genuinely just give myself some black dye at that point, because there's no fucking way I'm living without this. And there's no like deep mob grinder or anything, which is a real shame. I kind of wish they had mob utils, the generation method for not PvP. Is it in here? I thought it was actually in here. Is it? Did they take it out? They did take it out. It's not in here anymore. Or that was a different mod pack. You were able to like digitally kill mobs and it would generate resources for you. And that was a really cool mod that I wanted to use. But we can't do that anymore. Which is a real big shame. Blueprints are something we're gonna need. It's just real easy to make those. That's just an easy way to do microcrafting. It's literally a blueprint. So like you can place it on the wall. You can place these on the wall and then it'll do stuff. Fun stuff. Like craft for you. Damn, that didn't work. I literally didn't have to do any of that. I'm so mad now. Damn. That was all wasted time. It's okay. It was funny to look at, I guess. Now I'm actually gonna break it and just cry internally. Man, I'm sad that doesn't work. I'm real sad that doesn't work. And I'm also sad that this is 12 and not 16. Oh, I know why. Because you have to put it up by 1. If you put it up by 1, it travels further. Or at least just far enough so that it can be 16 blocks. Cool. Let's do that. So I have 16 more blocks of cobblestone, so I can casually set that up. And I think it's actually at the same intervals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah. And then I want to make sure these are all hit. Fuck it. We'll make it look cooler. What's great is I had just enough diorite blocks to not be able to do this. Almost enough to not be able to do it, but I can make it at the size I want it to be. Because the minor OCD. casually set fire to the rest of the leaves. No. Actually, I could do that. Why am I not doing that? There you go. Cool. Now I should be able to do all 16 at a time. And what's even cooler is I don't need this one. I can take that one off. And I can just... boom. Now we're getting 16 at a time. If it doesn't fucking go in the lava anymore. Please! Stop! Let me have it. Let me have what I earned. Whee! Look at that. And not a single squid. I love it. What's great is all I have to do is make 16 mining drills, and it will be perfect. I can set up 16 mining drills, it'll break all those, and it'll just go down. Right, like usually when I do this, it just spawns fish fucking everywhere. Is there like another way to get ink sacs? Literally no. Do squid even exist? That's gonna be upsetting if they just like disabled all passive mobs. I actually should check the info if they did that. That actually would be absurd if there's just no spawning of anything. No mobs meant no mobs. No mobs. But the alpacas keep coming in, so game rule spawn what's the do trader spawning? I set it to false. No wandering traders. Also weather clear because thunder annoys the shit out of me. I don't mind if it rains, I just can't stand the thunder. Because also it'll fucking burn down my house again. And we're here to chill, not have anxiety. Okay? Okay. That's, you know, a faster manual resource generator for me now. Now we can get back on task and try to remember what we were trying to make for how to create, which I still don't remember. What else can we do with create? We did all that. I think we literally just want to make the press so we can make iron. I need to change that now. What is on our right side? Left sidebar, right sidebar, craftables, sub panels, look up history. We'll do 3 rows. That way I can see. I usually have this so I can look up everything I've looked up, or see everything I've recently looked up. A great way for doing this. Because I will just forget, oh, what was I just looking at? And then have to look it up again, so Nice. I love EMI. EMI is one of my favorites. Yes. We're going to do 3 of those. And then how do we make a fan? Because that's also another one that we're going to need. Because that's free crafting. That's 4 plates. Okay, cool. So we'll set this up first. Never mind. We're not going to set that up first. We don't have diorite. Is there another way to craft it? Or another way to make the pebbles? Oh, we can do crushed granite and diorite. Okay, even better. You are useful again, granite. Look at that. We're gonna... You see, this is why I didn't wanna... Oh yeah, we're not using Tom Simple storage this time either. We're gonna wait until we have AE, so I'm gonna just be dying looking for my items. So I'm gonna try and be organized now, and then the second I stop being organized is the second we lose our sanity. Because I'm not gonna find anything I'm looking for anymore. I'm gonna just be like, oh, where did I just put that? Where did it go? And then I die. Tell me how I'm not masochistic? Because I gave myself something. That's why. It's called balance, okay? It's called balance, not masochism. I'm not playing New Horizons. Not yet. That's masochism. When I play original Greg Tech, then you can call me a masochist. Okay? Whatever I say. Yeah. Greg Tech New Horizons, I'm pretty sure, is a 112 pack. Or at least the one I have played before is a 112 pack. And then, it has infernal mobs. Day 1. You die instantly to zombies. Like, they have diamond tools, and they will just fuck up your entire day. So you have exactly 20 minutes from the second you spawn in to dig a hole, and then sit in it in the second that that night falls. And then you sit there for another 20 minutes as you wait for the day to come because you couldn't get enough wood to start anything. You also can't make normal tools in Greg Tech New Horizon. You can't dig dirt fast. You know, dirt takes 10 times longer to break with your fist. And you also need to collect 3 stacks of clay before you can start playing the pack properly. You need to make a smeltery, which also requires another stack of clay, and then to smelt it, so you need to chop down wood. You can't chop down wood with your bare hands in that pack. Yeah, I really don't want to play that pack. That's not my forte. That's not me. I don't have the patience for that. But it sound like a hell of a time. You can't dig dirt, you can't do shit. Let's put these over here for now. Actually, the stone barrel, I just need wrought iron and I need creosote. I can make this creo. That's not how you do that. Okay. I just need a little bit of creosote, and then I'll start making stone barrels, and then I can just automate the stones. I don't know why I'm making that so hard. We just need... How do we... There's... Coke oven. How much... Okay. What's the coke? Sand. That's what we need. Okay. 7, right? 4 plus 25, so 29. So only 29, but that's 116 of those. 195 fucking sand, 117 clay balls. Here we go. Okay, that's only 30 buckets of water to manually place inside of the thing. Fuck me, man. I don't want to do it. But it's going to make me. I already have 25. I really don't want to do this. How do I make the pipe? Actually. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to have to do it by hand. I was gonna say I'll just pipe water into it, but I literally can't even do that either, because you can't pipe from that one. What if I just do copper? What if I just forget that for a second, make this system, and then I'll make my first stone barrel, make it diorite, so that I can build out the rest of this. How about that? We'll do that. Can we be smart about this, please? Thank you. Okay, and then we're gonna just preemptively place 3 here. I'm stupid. There we go. And then what we're gonna do, because we don't have a gear shift rotator, we're gonna do our handy dandy manual shear GIF? What? Gear shifting. Where did my... Yep, it's already beginning. I'm already losing items. It's over. It's over, guys. I've already lost my mind. Is there like the find your items mod? I definitely am gonna need that. I'm definitely gonna need that. Like, very soon. Oh, man. Okay, so I can do that and that. Now, this isn't gonna break my system, right? Cool. Yeah, because it needs one block of space, and then I'll fix that in a second. I just didn't want to have to waste my iron, because I have to smelt more anyway. We literally don't even have the iron for it, so I don't know why I'm complaining. So instead of 8 iron, it will only cost me 4 iron to make the fan. And that's going to be the second thing we want to make. And then we're going to make some pipes. Some of these pipes. So 4. Donk, donk, bonk, bonk. Cool. Alright, we got... bunch of pipes, 1 mechanical pump, and I think we're only going to need 1 mechanical pump for now. Let's pray, okay? Let's pray. Let's pray that I only need 1. Because until I start the other thing, and then I still need to make the sand, but that's honestly a lot easier the second I have, you know, the stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this pump right here. Cool. And then we're going to just take 2 buckets. We're going to take those 2 buckets. We're going to take our 3 to make a staircase. Where's the stairs? And we're gonna come back over here. We're gonna get this because it does need a platform to exist on, and then we're gonna take our pipes and preemptively set this up. Because what we want to do is set up 1, 2, 3 barrels automated water. Because I need one for witch water and the others for literally everything else. Heavenly Buddha. We pray only one pump is needed. I don't think Buddha has enough patience for this either. Let's be honest. The guy tolerated shit. He didn't actually have patience. Let's be so real. Oh yeah, that needs to be a solid, not a... That has to be a full block of water, not a fake. Cool. So now it's pumping, if I was smart. Cool. Oh my god, this is already disaster. Oh, how am I... What? You... Get out of the way for a second. That is good enough. That is how we did that. Now we can put these together. Cool. Now it's pumping in water. Just not really at a good rate, huh? Or is it pumping? I know. Allow. There we go. I just have to allow water from that side is all. Not that I'm going to really utilize that, but look how fast that is. And it fills all 3 at the same time. So I can't really complain anymore about that. Neat. So we got water set up. We have our cobblestone generator, so what is that? 195. So 16 at a time. We get the gravel. What's 195 divided by 64? Calculator. Divided by 64. Okay, so we need 3 stacks. I was gonna grab like 6 stacks, but I guess 3 will be okay. 6 stacks is probably where I'm gonna go anyway. Yeah, let's actually do that. You in my fucking inventory now. Oh fuck, it uses steel. I'm gonna make one of those. Yo, Minecraft, can you fucking chill? Every time. That's why it keeps getting lower. Cause it just is like, oh, let me get in your ear, buddy. Let me get right up in your ear. It just keeps making itself louder, and I can't... I know it's not bad on the capture, but goddamn is it annoying for me. Like, Minecraft doesn't have balancing in its audio. Well, Miner, let me whisper. Yeah, I'd rather that happen than these casual, you know, I say we're here to chill, but we're really... My version of chill is a lot more aggressive. Listen to fucking Mushroom Head to chill out. Okay, now I do need extra because, again, we need some lapis and amethyst along with diamonds and quartz. So we're gonna just take, well, we're not gonna do that one just yet. We're gonna take the 3 stacks and just do that. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna also grab something else we needed is dirt. Because dirt turns into mud. Mud can turn into packed mud. Hello? No, I want my dirt back, please. Dirt can be packed mud. And once we have packed mud, we can start making a kiln, which can mass, bulk. Actually, I don't. Do we even need that anymore? Because we can. Oh fuck me! I don't need that because we can also blast. Oh no! We can't do it in the blasting. It removed that one specifically. The kiln has 2 fucking recipes. Literally, iron into wrought iron, glass dust into glass. Literally its only uses. It's a little annoying, but hey, whatever. And then there's the steam kiln, which also only has 2 fucking recipes. Why they demand this, I don't know, but yeah. It is necessary, apparently. I'm missing 3. Cool. Now we got 16 extra. Now we make our next iron tool. We can cook iron into wrought iron already. We just need one of those. You guys are almost done. Lovely. Almost 3 stacks of clay. We're gonna need so much more. Oh no. We only need 30 clay blocks. That's awesome. We need a stick and my file because we're making a knife. How do we make a knife? That's what I thought. I knew it needed the hammer too. And we need the knife, and we also need a saw. So let's just grab all those sticks. Need a saw, and then we need to take one of these stacks and then just kind of cook them so that when I come back I can make a mortar. And the saw is to make wood recipes easier too. Man, I love how fast that is. What's funny is that's not even as fast as it can get. We can go even faster than that. I just need to put up more water wheels, but I'd rather not. So we need to do... Oh, we need the saw first. So with this... let's see if I remember. Yeah, I remembered. Is that a good thing? We don't know. Is it good that I remember that recipe? Is it good that I've done this recipe so many times that I'm even capable of starting to remember it? These are all questions we're not getting answers to. For my ego protection, you know? For my protection. Okay. 116. Cool. And then we're gonna get 4 more iron here. 4 more of those. I'm done walking back and forth. Making the second crafting table over there. And then let's see. We need... I'll use andesite for now so that we can just build the thing we're trying to build. Do we have a second? Yes, I'm smart and set that up already. So what we want to do is make a fan now. And the fan is down here. Look at that. See, all's good. That's not the fan. You're the fan. Cool. Now, is this the direction we want? Oh, look at that. We're overstressed. Cool. Me on a regular basis. And there we go. Now, are you... Yes, you're the direction I like. So... Damn, that's really fucking far. You see how far that goes? That goes all the way over here. Right over this block. It makes a little sound effect too. So here's what we're doing. 6. We're being really silly with this, huh? I'm gonna just do this again because I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, that's fine. If I lose it, I lose it. Oh wait, you can't even do anything with that, so cool. Cool. What we're doing is we're gonna put a lava bucket here after I close that so it doesn't leak all over the place and kill me. Now that's fire. Or at least it's smelting. And then all I gotta do, you know, haphazardly throwing objects onto a skyblock. Yeah, like we didn't just cry about having to make that in the first place. That's gonna cook now. Hopefully. Or it's gonna burn. Let's make sure. Because I don't need 2 stacks of clay getting burnt like that again. I accidentally like destroyed my stuff before. Actually, quite regularly in this pack. So I would like to not destroy my stuff that I spent time trying to make. I'm a lot better at this now. This is probably the quickest I've done this. Outside of, you know, wasting time building the rest of the place. Oh, why did I waste all that coal over there to make the cobblestone thing? I could have just smelted a whole stack of stone like this. See, that's why we did this. We wanted to make all of it first, because if I were to make it and then immediately put it in here, it will not count. So we're gonna make our coke bricks first. So we have our 30, and then we need 4 more, and then we need a wrench. So we need 4 iron for a wrench. We're gonna take our stack of regular stone out. We're gonna get... We already have our 2 iron, so... Boom. And then we're gonna make the... We don't have treated just yet. We need the coke oven for that first. Look at that. Inventory is full. You can take these first, actually. I'm gonna pull my create stuff in here, including the andesite. That way I don't lose my create stuff. And I'm gonna just pick up the whole barrel and put it over here. Quality of life. Being able to pick up entire inventories at once. saves you a lot of time moving shit too. What we were trying to make is not that. The Coke. And the wrench, that's right. So we dumped all of our tools. Hammer. We got a wrench. We use that wrench over here on that bad boy. Now we got a Coke oven. Yay, Coke. I love building out these multi-blocks. These are genuinely so fun. That's not sarcasm either. That, like, genuinely, I love building them. I love building those. It's actually super satisfying building the multi-blocks, especially the more complicated ones. Now that's going to take another 45 seconds. It's going to make 25, so we're going to come back in like 2 minutes, take 1 bucket of this, and then we can start making our cool things. Because we're going to make immediately... We're going to immediately make the, not those. We need these bricks. Now what's cool is I can actually chisel all of these into stone bricks and then back into stone. So if I ever accidentally make too many bricks, I can just fix that. But we're going to take these bad boys and put them... Yeah, why not? We'll put it right here, actually. If I had a hammer to move that with. Okay. So we'll put it in this corner. And all we're going to do is... We don't need buses for this because of the way this works. And what's even more fun is if I place these wrong or want to move them, all I have to do, chisel. Chisel it, break it, and then I don't turn it back into cobblestone, which is really, really nifty. It requires at least a bucket for it to exist before I can take it out. So that's why we're waiting. And I can preemptively make a stone barrel. Right? I just need slabs. Oh, what? Oh, that's even... Oh, hell yeah. We're doing that. We're doing that. We can use granite for the stone, so we don't have to waste all of our regular stone. That's awesome. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Hell yeah. And then all we have to do is get our treated wood sticks, and then we've got it. Which is just the 1 bucket, which is why we're keeping this bad boy. We just need 1 more. Come on. Oh yeah, well, how do I make the hatch again? That's 4 iron. That's worth doing. Genuinely worth doing, because I only need 1. Okay. We need the wood hammer, so a wood mallet, and then we need... What was it? The saw. Oh, and rubber? Oh, fuck. How do we get the resin? Oh, we need to start doing satake. Okay. Well, that's gonna have to wait then. So I'm not doing that right now. Okay. Got the thing. Put you there. Put you there. Okay. Now fun little thing. I needed one of you. I'm gonna do this really silly over here real quick. So this is how I like to set up our fucking cooking system. Is I like to make a max fan and then just kind of layer them in front of the fan. So I put the lava all the way at the end, and then I'll put the regular campfire. Aw, damn. Really? Really, bitch? You killed me. You're killing me. I only needed 2, but damn, it dropped all the other ones. Straight into the void, huh? Thanks guy. Thanks, little campfire dude. But yeah, fuck, what, I can do all the different recipes. There's only 4. There's, bulk smelting, which is the lava. There's cooking, which is any campfire recipe, should work this way. Doesn't work for iron, because this game's a little bitch. And then, there's water, and then haunting, which requires soul sand, which we do not have just yet. My man Yamato! Damn, he got buff. Let's go, Yamato. He looks beat up as shit, though. I missed his entire fight. I'm gonna go back for that. Hold on. I love Yamato. He always has, like, really long bouts. I love it. That's my man. Yamato the stick bug. Okay, now we can make our first large stone barrel, and this is gonna require, it's formed, so it requires a bucket of lava for each of the different things we want to make, but that's okay. Cool. Who's he fighting? Alright. We're just gonna kind of wait for that. Or, you know what we can do? We can just... No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna take you, actually. Because I want to start making this. So we do that. And then in order to make diorite, we do diorite pebbles, which is water. We only need 1, which is really funny. We don't need like a full stack of water or anything. Ooh, oh damn. Damn. Not on it, in it. And then we need our diorite pebble. Just making sure I don't have any pebbles in here. Cool. I'm like watching the sumo at the same time. Oh! Oh, that's why they got him, Hanui. They both flew out at the same time. That's crazy. That was really good. Damn. He held in strong though. Who'd they decide on? Ah, Yamato lost. Sad. But hey, that's okay. Yeah, I hope I didn't miss too many bouts. Okay. And then what we're gonna do now, the reason why we would want an output bus is simply to deal with that, because it'll stop at a stack. But honestly, that's not bad considering, you know, I already have a stack. And you know what's even funnier? If I get witch water, I don't even need to, you know, do much with it. I can just take it out and make, I can use the witch water and start making blackstone and the other stuff so I can make my kivy. Which is, you know, everybody knows it's the best. It's the best. The very, very best. Oh. Cool. Okay. So that gets us pretty far, honestly. And then once we have our system, I think we'll be set on that. And I think, yeah, this is dump number 1, huh? I really just want to dump my inventory and just say, fuck it. But we're going to try and be good about it. We're going to put all the dirt. Oh, man. I almost dumped all of this in there, and that would have slowly driven me insane. I'm going to make 2 more stone barrels, though. That much is going to be required. Not 2 more, 4 more. I'm gonna make a lot of stone barrels, specifically so that I can make the blackstone and stuff, because I'm gonna need that for lead, and I'm gonna need a bunch of other failed Henka, and we're gonna need a lot more of the other other stones. I need at least 2 of them for. I need 2 shared things of which water. Oh, I need to make the wooden barrels, actually. That's what I really need to do. These large ones are what I need to do, because I need to put 2 of them together. We need to pump water into it so we can make, with mycelium, so it can make witch water. And then with the witch water, we can start making soul sand and Slitake spore. Once we start passively generating this, we'll be set. And then we also just need the 1 millibucket of it to share to make basalt and blackstone. And once we make that, we'll be set on building materials. Almost set on building materials. We can also turn brown into red mushrooms, which is kind of cool. We can also just grow mushroom blocks. What is mycelium growth for? Oh, is this leather? That's right, that's leather. So we can make leather, because we don't have access to cows. If I left the traders on, I could also get leather, but I feel like that was intended. Not intended. So, bam. Because they took out the Wandering Trader mod, too. I remember very distinctly, it was this pack specifically that gave me the Wandering Trader stuff. Or the no Wandering Traders. Unless I'm confusing Skygreg with this one. Which is not impossible. I very much could be just crazy. And we're going to put the next one literally right next to it. I'm not even going to try to move too much of it. We're going to make stone bricks. Chisel's got a lot of cool features, such as if you have an item inside of it. Yeah, there you go. And now it doesn't work. But if I do that, it'll work again. But I can place blocks down instead of having to... Oh, motherfucker. I don't know why it was doing that. Found an air pocket. What the hell is that? I don't know why it does that, or what the point of that is. Yeah, what I was gonna say is this. You can just hit it with the stone or whatever chiseled item, and I can switch it to anything. So I can be like, oh, I kind of like that. Let's make it connected textures, and now they're connected, but you can't really tell the difference. We can do the small stones, connected textures off, connected textures on, all that cool stuff. Which is going to be helpful when I accidentally fuck up the stone placement and I don't want to recraft stone. I'm going to say eventually, because it very much is when, not if. There's another bucket. Boop. And we're going to need a lot more of this so we can make our large farm, and we need 19 for the barrel, and we need more for the pump deck. Cool. How many buckets? We have 2 more buckets. 3 more buckets. Even better. Now you can already see this is kind of getting a little tedious, yeah? I have to, place it in there, do all that. We're going to introduce our next item. Now that we have, stuff. We got 7, so 1 more. Our blueprints. What we can do with these. Oh, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Can we make them? We can do it like that. Okay. Okay, perfect. That's what I want to do. I want to do it like that. Man, I kind of need a pickaxe. So, all I have to do is this. Bam. Actually, let's not do it here. I'm gonna do it on the back of you for now, because I can do the whole 3x3. And in the center, I'm gonna do, after I get another bucket, in the center, boom, planks and creosote. Boom. We only have 1 plank right now, though. Let's go grab some more planks real quick. And this is just part of the create mod. This is not like a quality of life mod. It's just part of that mod. And then boom, we can just click on that and it does that. Same goes for these recipes. I know I can just hit K, but this is so satisfying, isn't it? And I can also hit shift and do that too. So if I just wanted to be super lazy, instead of holding shift K, I can just do that and just, fill my inventory with these things. Boom. Easy peasy. The next one I'm going to make is andesite. I want andesite in there. And that's going to require more lava, but that's also fine because we're going to just keep dumping lava in here. Hello. Boom. And bam. Cool. Coolio. Okay. Beautiful. Look at that. Have I mentioned that diorite's one of my favorite stones? I don't know if you could tell. Diorite is absolutely my favorite stone variant. Specifically like OG color. Because the original diorite texture looked like ice cream to me. It looked like cookies and cream ice cream to me. And that is the best ice cream. Can't tell me otherwise. But like, not custard cream, fluffy milk cream flavor ice cream with cookies in it. Oreo cookie or other chocolate cookie variant is the best. Look how fast that generates. Now what we want to do is we want to actually slowly start pumping these pebbles out. We want to start pumping pebbles into an inventory and then somehow automate this. I think this can be automated. I think we can like use a deployer on that, but I don't think it'll work. Because that's over-engineering. And I don't want to over-engineer anything. Oh. I don't want to have to engineer anything, period, actually. I don't want to do more work than I need to. And there's... I think... No, the sequential fabricator doesn't exist. Like, it's in the pack, but it's not something we can use. It's been disabled. It's a really useful thing for auto-crafting, but guess not. I think our best bet is just to use the create crafter, which I really don't want to do. But also, I know I can do that, and it works relatively fast. I'll just need multiple for dumping stones of the same type in there. That's all that is going to be annoying about it. I need stone actually. You know what we can do is we can just swap that out real quick. Get regular stone. Now we don't need to, you know, craft it anymore. And I can just go over here. Boom. Oh, god damn it. I didn't mean to do that. And there we go. We got 16 cobblestone. Oh, I don't need cobblestone? Great. I just dump it right here. And it's gonna cook. I should have been doing the diorite thing over here, actually, shouldn't I? Should have been filling in this quadrant so that I'm not looking at potentially dropping all my shit into the void. And that's another 16 fast stone. And then I can continue to take that out and then dump granite in here. Did I only put 3? Why is it? What? Okay, I'm confused as to why that's not done the way it should be, but okay. Just grab a couple extra stone pebbles while you make creosote. Oh, that's so satisfying. That's actually bliss. So blissful. The peace of mind of not having to drag a bucket into an inventory over and over again. Just divine. We need those iron rods to go away, actually. I need my iron. Saw. Cool. We're gonna make another wall. Cool. The first thing we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna hit that. We're gonna put you there. And then we're gonna put you back in here. Yay, there's one. And then we need... How many do we need, actually? Because we need to make up 9 pump decks. We need 10. 2. Cool. And then we can do the pump decks. We need cobblestone slabs, which we can cut them, but that's not really necessary. And then we need a screwdriver now, actually. So we're gonna do that and make a screwdriver. Again, I remember the recipe. Is that a good thing? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. That's actually a really good thing. Yes. And we're not gonna fact check that either. We're just gonna assume that it's a good thing that I remember. No verifying facts here. Only GregTech. Wrought iron. Do we have... Okay, we do have more. I'm gonna just kind of dump those, and then we'll go from there. No facts, all vibes. Exactly. Like, do I consciously remember? Could I tell somebody about the recipe? Nah, I just kind of feel the recipe out. We're making this one. We don't have our barrels because they're all over here. That's why. Hey, little barrel, do you want to not fall in the fucking void for me? That doesn't count. Okay. Thank you for not falling in the void. Boom. Okay, now we can start. I need a second one, actually. The second one we are gonna just craft, though, because I want at least 2 barrels over there. I could have just crafted these in the first place, but whatever. The saw makes this so much better. Saw doesn't work like that. Good to know. Boom, boom. Cool. Because we need 1 for... We don't need all the hatches. But we wanted 1 for making witch water. And then we wanted the 2 barrels for sand and Slitake. I might just do these manually for a bit. Because the ULV buses... or hatches are... It's glass, and I don't really want to make glass right now, to be completely honest. Why the fuck would I do that? That's so expensive for no reason. I would never do that. It's just those 2. We don't need to do that. We can just make glue. Yeah, no. We're not gonna waste the energy on automating ULV hatches. That's like the one thing we really don't need to do. It's just glass, but glass is, again, glass dust, which is quartz sand and flint, which means we have to grind up flint and sand, and I, again, do not want to do that. Because we don't need to. We really don't need to. These furnaces are useless now. We don't need them. We have a big furnace over there. See? That's a furnace. I love that we just have that there now. Yeah, let's start making Slatake, because there's not much else we can do right now. Without it, at least. Not in at least a useful, progressive way. It's starting. Okay, we're gonna start these over here. Actually, I think I will invest in making some in hindsight, because I really want to be able to make some stuff here. Okay, so... And I still have yet to actually sieve mud, so we're going to need to do that too. Did I put my X-Nilo hammer away? I kind of wish I had a backpack. Are there backpacks? There are backpacks. That requires dye. Dye is not accessible to me right now. Okay, cool. Let's do... That's enough sand. And that's how you do it. Oh, wait. There we go. Now we'll never need it again. We've got a stack. We're going to get one hatch. And one chest. One hatch specifically for... Oh, thank God it actually did the quest. One hatch for the one thing. Yeah. A hatch for the first barrel so that it can output the witch water. And then an output drawer. So we're going to need 2 ULV machine holes. And here's where we get into the fun part. We don't have rubber. I want to see something. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I thought that was the search function where I can like look through my inventories, but apparently that's not in this pack. I'm regretting my choices already. But we're gonna follow through at least for today. We'll see if I crash out by tomorrow. I can't even do the thing I wanted to do because I don't have red. Okay, fine. Nope. We're gonna stick through it. We're gonna just make it. We need red alloy, and the problem is we don't have any redstone. So we need to start making sand. The problem is, in order to make sand, we have to crush it. We don't have another option. We either have to make crushing wheels, which requires these guys, which requires brass, and again, redstone. So I can't get around not doing this. So we're just going to have to do it. We're going to have to sieve some dust. Which means I have to empty my inventory. That's a crafting one, building materials. Let's just make a mess, yeah? Oh, fuck it. No! My gravel. Oh, so sad. Hey, there you go. Welcome back. Just, you know, start making a mess. It's happening. It's starting. It's starting. But really, you know what? I need to make some covers for that. Because I need it to not delete my fucking blocks anymore. And I have two options for that. I can make a hopper, which actually sounds like the better of the two ideas that I was going to say. So we're just going to do that. First, we're going to get a drawer. And then we're going to grab my lost material. We don't have the diorite. We're going to just keep the chisel on me at all times. Cut diorite. And then we're going to do this. So we can decorate this with whatever blocks we want. I just want to know what the face is going to look like. Like, what do we want to put for the face? Do we want to do blackstone? Blackstone looks really good. We can do this one as blackstone. Because this is going to be a temporary one. I think I want to do that. Because that looks sick. And then we're going to take all of our iron. It takes 10 iron to make a hopper now. So we need 2 rods. We don't have a file on us. So we need the 2 rods, we need the wrench and the hammer. So hammer, wrench, and then we also need scissors, which we also don't have because we never made them. There we go. We're gonna just do that for my sanity. So we got a screwdriver. And we just need 3 8 iron over here. And then we're gonna make iron wire cutters. We need a screwdriver to do that too. Boom. Now we can start making the hopper, which do that. We do that. And then we need a chest and an extra thing because I'm bad at math. And then the chest, which we had an extra chest in there. Cool. And then what we're gonna do is under here, put you. Oh no! So that's what happens if you just hit it, by the way. It just randomizes the tiles. However, we're gonna just do that real quick. That. And that. Cool. And then we're gonna go back down. Actually, yeah, there's no way to do that, huh? Huh. What I could do is just... Haha! Now when I break it, it just goes right in there. I can step all the way back like this and not worry about it. Until it overflows, because it's a really slow mechanism. 48. Yeah. That takes a long time, but that's okay. And then, what were we doing again? Dust. Dust. It's gonna be a really big cube. Bam. Oop. There we go. Now, the loot. Now, I'm not opposed to flying, you know, like, a lot. But I also think it would be much more beneficial if we just made a teleportation rod. Which is not too expensive. We can do right now. And I'm going to do. Because I don't want to not be able to do that. Literally recommends it somewhere, or it's in the shop and it'll give it to me. Yeah, I can buy it. Which it'll give me an anchor and then the books, which is actually really, really cool. Gives me the ability to turn something else into a teleportation staff, and then gives me 3 range, and then a travel block, essentially. Now, just hit shift and we start flying. Now, if we had a travel anchor, I could put one right here and just go from here to there. And then I could put them in the 4 corners to let it do its thing, so I could teleport to wherever I need to be. But we're not that fancy just yet. But that also means I can just casually teleport a little bit. It's not really far. I think I should just buy the enchantment so I can make this a ranged, give this more range. But I don't even have an anvil or the iron to make it right now because I didn't do my gravel. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to think about. But we got enough redstone now. Here's my copper. That's not nearly enough copper, so to the thing with you. To the furnace. While that's smelting, let's put this down so we don't lose our copper. Oh. Let's just take that. I was wondering why that was there. The thing will just pump water no matter what, so. Or it'll keep pumping water if it's an open pipe, which it absolutely was after I broke the thing or took the thing away. So that's why those just casually water there. We need a mortar. It's actually faster to fucking still fly. Hilarious. Cool. This should be enough to last me for now. And then we're gonna need to set up another array of cooking, or of tree chopping, because we need a little more goodies. We need more saplings and dirt is the problem. Put you in this barrel. Cool. We need dirt, is what we really need. We need dirt right now. Never mind, we have a lot of dirt. In the form of leaves. You're going here. And then I'm breaking you before. No, it already was too late. I was gonna say before you break something. No, my Debo! Got him. I saved his life. Man, we just love making messes here, huh? Okay, cool. That's done. Okay, cool. You're gonna go into composting mode and just start making dirt. And then you two now what's great is I think two stacks is gonna be enough. But we'll only have a little less than 2 stacks. Well, I'm not even finished with my monster. That's crazy. Forgot. Oh, was it a stack? No. That's what I said. I know a little bit of math. Where am I? Oh, I'm dumb. We were going to do soaking. Now we're going to soak our... I don't want to do math. I'm going to soak our dirt. Turn it into mud. Make that mud. You know what I can't? No, I can't. I was gonna say what we can do is start making some blackstone, but we literally can't yet. But this is gonna be more than enough mud. Yeah, way more than enough. Cool. And then now that we have the red alloy, we can also... Oh, that's right. We need bricks. That's what we actually needed. Because we don't have the thing. We need to make the, let's not put that in there, actually. We'll lose it. We need to make bricks specifically so we can start making rubber. I completely blanked on that. We will need this still. Cool. But bricks we're gonna need so we can start doing the jungle tree thing. And we don't have jungle saplings, so we're gonna need to use our shears again. Where'd my jungle go? There you are. Wee. Thank you. It's not what I meant to do, but okay. Where is it? It is this one. We are trying to make the latex plantation. What we can do which is actually what I'm gonna do immediately. With our third ability of, or third stone barrel. Our third stone barrel is going to be blackstone. So we're gonna share this corner. I should make a pickaxe already. I really should make a pickaxe. But we're not going to. 1, 2, 3. And then you need to be cooked. That means I only needed 8 here. And then we don't have a third stone barrel already, but we do have our large barrels ready. Which, if I'm lucky, I might be able to do something along the lines of this. And if I just put it in the floor. Right. I mean, this is a temporary setup anyway, so we'll just put it here. Cool. Because we need water in the barrel in order for it to start making our thing, right? We do that, and then we do that, and that makes witch water. We just need 1 witch water, because initially, the way that XNILO wants you to automate witch water is wooden barrels. There's actually a barrel that we didn't use. These barrels, you can put, the recipe was taken out, but the wood barrels, they initially, you put water in it, and if you put it over mycelium, it'll grow witch water. However, in order to make mycelium, you use the mycelium spores on dirt, and that's what transforms it. Instead, now we have the wood barrel recipe, and now also the large barrel recipe. If this gets pumped in with water, we can automate it early. Yes. And now all we need is one bucket of it, and it creates a bucket at a time. So, hell yeah! You hear that sound? It's the sound of water. Secondly, we need an output specifically so that it can also start making blackstone, but I want to do this, and in order to get this item, we need lead. In order to get lead, we have to smelt down galena. Hello? Galena ore. Can you just give me like normal crushed one? Yeah. Crushed, which is, god damn it. You get lead from blackstone. I'm not finding it. I'm not wasting my time looking for it anymore. You can go in here. And to make blackstone, we need to spend 1 more set of... Need more iron. You trying to understand what the fuck witch water is by context? Witch water? It's literally witch water. Like it's the stuff that you find in the swamps that kills you instantly. It's the stuff you don't step in. It's the herdy water. And then we need 2 more iron. Oh, we ran out of iron. We don't have iron. We have a stack of iron. I'm trying to save my magnetite because I don't want to... I want to put it in the ore smelter, and I know I can get to it by tonight. Before I get tired. Mainly because I've only drank in half of my monster, and I'm about to crush the last of it. Or, I guess a quarter left? Okay, we had a third, now we're down to a quarter left. I have 1 more good swig left. And if things get real dire, I have another one. If I wanted to be a menace, we could do another one and just not sleep. I don't have work in the morning, if that wasn't obvious, which is why I'm staying up late. It's already fucking 12:40. Well, we've only been going for 3 hours. I know I can do it within 5 hours. Or within 6 even. We'll give myself some room to mess around as we're still trying to build out the last of this platform. Do we really not have sticks? Cool. Let's grab another stack of wood, because we definitely want to make sure this gets fully stocked. I want to definitely do that. And then Big Billy Bob here can start being made. Okay, and then witch water. And a lava. And a blackstone. And yay, we have blackstone. I really miss my inventory. I really miss having a massive inventory. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Get a little bit of that GregTech taste, you know? Just a little bit. Because GregTech also in New Horizons, you don't get any handhold. You don't even get inventory sorting. I hit a button and it sorts my inventory. Literally don't even get that. Wait, what am I doing? Satisfaction, please. Yay! So we got a stack. Let's make a stack of crushed blackstone, and that'll most likely be our lead that we need. Kind of going for a minimalistic approach this time around, so we'll see what happens with our inventory here. Just dump these in for now. Look at that. That's more than enough, Kalena. I'm on fire. Yep. Oh, that went out a lot faster than it usually does. It was like, my bad, bro. Yeah. Very chill fire. I need 2 of those. Wire cutters and a file. Oh, saw. Okay. Cool. We need a little bit more. We need a little bit more sand. Or a little bit more dust. Because we need to make a redstone bit, and we used all of our redstone to make the red alloy. So going another round. That was not too bad. In order to make our thing, we need this. And we definitely need glass, so let's go get our glass dust. How many do we need? Just the one. Cool. We'll start with that. Then as we're thinking about it, we need 2 iron plates. Two iron plates, and then we need 2 more iron plates for the actual thing, and then we need 2 rods, and now we should be able to make our deal. Make that one, can make this bad boy, and I made the slabs already. It is not required. Okay. Fun. We don't have to worry about the thing. So this is on the 2nd level. We only need 10 brick. We kind of went overboard on the bricks. Well, we do need a piece of dirt. So let's go find one. Hey, inventories. You don't exist. Cool. Let's go with these oak leaves. Hey, make some dirt, please. Okay. And then this is a 3 by 3. So 3. If you shift right click, it'll also show you. Which is really neat. Can I saw these? No. I was just kind of hoping I didn't have to do it, but it's very convenient that it's exactly 6 and not an annoying number. This is... I'm actually not going to put this here. I'm going to put this somewhere way more convenient because I want access to this, because this is the most annoying one yet. This is the most annoying one to like build, at least, or utilize. We put the dirt, and then we put our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the jungle leaves. 1, 2. The sooner the better with this one. It is formed. Now the only thing we have to do is, excuse me, activate it with a single stick and a saw and a file to make a wood screw. Take this screw, put it in there, shove it in there, and it'll start making latex. It's gonna take a million years to get enough latex for this to, you know, be a thing, but I think this one can, funny enough, be paralleled in a really janky way. That would be really, really funny if I can. I would actually super appreciate it if I could. Yeah, can I? Can I? Do I really want to, though? Yes, actually, I really do. We really want to make that a thing. Because it's only making 100 millibuckets every 20 seconds. That is not fast. That's really slow. I make 2. I make, you know, I make 10 every 10 seconds. I make 100 every 10 seconds. I make 4. I can make a lot more. Now, obviously, these are not going to be immediately super useful. Or at least I would like it to also be able to stockpile, because I can't auto pump all of it, and I have to wait for the full bucket to be made anyway. But 2 buckets is much better. 2 buckets is much better than 1 bucket at a time. Because we use a lot of it, and I have the sulfur now, but I don't have the mixer. Ooh. So that's another problem. Because after we get latex, right? We look at our latex, right? We get our latex bucket. We are able to make rubber. In order for rubber to be usable, it needs to be mixed with sulfur in some fashion. We can't cook it normally. I can either mix it over low heat through create mechanisms, or use a cooking pot to make it into cured rubber with small piles. This is actually the cheapest way to do it, so I'm going to do that. Because it also doesn't waste stuff. I don't know why I did that way. Pump deck, you can get thrown on the floor. I need a water bucket. And bricks. I used all my bricks. You see how bad our inventory is already? It's a goddamn mess. I only need 2, but it's not worth having only some. You know what is worth doing right now too? If I can start making steam machines, right? Bronze. Bronze is copper and tin. If I wanted to ignore no, I don't think I do. I don't think I want to ignore anything, honestly. We can do you guys. There we go. Okay. We need you over a campfire. Hey, cook. You're almost there. Oh, we already got our first bucket. Cool. So, what we can do... Boom. That's a super annoying recipe to have to open up, hit there every time. I can just click the thing and click the other thing. 3, and then I can start automating the other rubber. Because... yeah... I rather do the Slitake. Well, I need resin, and I get slime balls, and then I have to cook it again to get the resin. And the resin is what's used for this barrel, which I can use to also like pump fluids into it and stuff. And if I get an extractor, I can make rubber pulp, which is another way we can make. If we alloy smelt it, it can make rubber ingots, and we're going to want to do fluid handling with that. Bronze is a good way to start it. So let's... you know what? I think I cave. We're going to make at least a chest. I can't with this. This is going to drive me insane. Did I even do sand? Did I even make... I never sifted sand. That's what I'm finding out right now. We never even sifted sand. We have 3 sand here. We have 2 sand. Fucking Christ. We didn't even get anything out of that. Oh my god. What luck. Got a bunch of nothing. And we have the Slitake. We want to automate this specifically so that we can, you know, make really cool stuff. We need our diorite. And then we do bam, bam. Now one thing unfortunately about these is that we cannot undo these, I believe. Or can we? If I do this... oh, I can retexture them. Even better. I don't get the stuff back, but I can retexture them. That's really, really, really good. We need 4. We need 4 rubber so that we can do that, and I think we're good now. Yes. Let's go. I needed 4 total so I can make my 4 red alloys, so I can make my input bus or input hatch and then output bus. We require both. That's all happening in here. I already have the 32. I just need to make the second set of decks, which we have that. Let's do that first so we can start making our resin. So we need a file. We need a saw. Cool. We got the 10. There's creosote wood somewhere. There's no creosote wood. You know what else we can do? Instead of wasting our wood, take one of these, right? Turn it into 2 stacks. Boom. 3 stacks. The saw makes turns logs into 6 wood instead of just 1, which is super nifty for us. It's very, very convenient. Very convenient. And then we had more cobblestone. We need to make a pump deck. Pump deck. We need the hammer and the other... Oh, lovely.